So these are the ingredients for Rocky Road. In addition to the biscuits, it's got some butter in there and the dark chocolate. There's also some glacé cherries. They're an option, but when you cut through the squares, it's nice to have that sort of red colour. And then there's some sultanas. You could swap in dates or apricots or miss out the fruit entirely if you preferred. I've also got some puffed millet. I happen to have that in to make my own kind of granola topping. It's not got a great amount of flavour, but it gives a nice crunch in with the chocolate. You could swap in Rice Krispies or cornflakes, and then the marshmallows there that will mix in and give it a beautiful colour as well when you cut through, and the chewy texture. So I'll show you how easy it is to construct. So I've got about 100 grams of butter there with 300 grams of dark chocolate, and I'm going to melt that over a bain-marie, some hot water. You could do that in a microwave, but I've had some disasters where I've overheated the chocolate and it's been ruined. So I'm going to take my time here and just allow it to melt slowly over the warmth of the hot water. I've got around 300 grams of mixed biscuits there, and I'm just going to break them up with a rolling pin, and I'm aiming for some quite large chunks as well as crumbs, so there's a good variety of textures. So those are the biscuits all crushed up, so you can see it's very different to a cheesecake. There's a mixture of crumbs and chunks there. So the chocolate and butter is melted together. It's simply a case of construction now. So I'm going to start by adding in the biscuits. I'm going to give those a good mix around, and then I'm simply going to add in the puffed millet, the cherries, sultanas, and the marshmallows. So those are the ingredients all ready to be combined. Now that everything's perfectly coated in chocolate, I'm simply going to put it on a baking tray with some greaseproof paper and smooth it into a nice sort of thin layer and allow it to set in the fridge. One big piece of biscuit there that I missed, and I remove that because that's a little bit too big. Chef's treat for later. I don't know if you can see, there's a little face down here having a little peek. But doggies can't eat chocolate, can they?